that my supposed cameraman is not here with us right now, but I will give him the video so he may record it on his YouTube channel. So, we are looking into Jack the Ripper. The supposed 5 murders have never been caught since now. Man, so we already have this on the screen, but hold up real quick, because as we know, he's already been caught by the authorities, or he's finally now been caught. Like, see? Look at this man's face. Serial killer Jack the Ripper identified after 130 years. Now, this is where something gets me. Are we actually sure that this man was the true killer of prostitutes and the cleaner upper of the killings? Or or did the media, the cops, and all that cover this man up? Cover up the real Jack the Ripper because they wanted it to be someone else, like this man. But I will check just to be in case this is actually real and there is evidence to prove that this man is the actor. This man. I will see if there's any evidence in this video to prove that it is. Or it doesn't show.
Jack the Ripper fuck.
Okay, serial killer Jack the Ripper. Identified after 100 years, had a sole lead to the breakthrough. So they had a lead. You can all read this. I am just checking just to be sure. Jack the Ripper's 5 common victims were Mary and Nicholas, whose bodies was found on August 31st. I'll let you guys read all this because Detective Patrick is going to try to read on his own in his head. Elizabeth Strin, whose body was found on September 30th. Around 45 minutes after shoots and Mary Jane Kelly, her body was found on November 9th. Okay, but how did you find this? In a major breakthrough DNA samples. Okay, so yeah, that would make sense if you actually do have DNA samples. So DNA samples obtained from a straw recovered from one of the crime scenes led to identification of the kill. Forensic scientist Russell Edwards found a 300% match with a suspect finally solving the Jack the Ripper case. Now this is something that gets me. How do we know that the DNA samples weren't planted there by any of the cops or anything? Because you couldn't find the killer. And it took you 130 years after to do that. But yeah, you couldn't have just put a blood sample there, could you? Or did you actually do the work? Because I know I'm reading into this a lot too much, but this is Detective Patrick. I'm supposed to, obviously. So yeah, you did find a DNA sample, obviously. But wait a minute. Why? After 130 years, you actually find this now. Cops were stupid back then, I guess. That's my opinion. That's my lunch. Yeah. But yes. You finally find DNA after 130 years without, like we didn't have that before, or what? Now, And this is what pisses me off, because 130 years and then you finally find this guy. Like, Jesus. When you should have, like, you couldn't have found him out already? Jesus. Okay, now we're gonna get rid of that because we are now done. As it seems, Detective Patrick is out of here. Good work, soldiers, as to Jack the Ripper. But yeah, we may want to cover this more just to be sure, because you never know, people could be lying to us and all this. So yeah,
Google is worth
we
something.
may want to cover more of Jack the Ripper, maybe in the future videos of Detective Patrick, which is me, obviously. That's Work Soldiers. But yeah, we may want to cover Jack the Ripper more, by the way. So yeah. Alright, see y'all. Detective Patrick is always on the case.